Hello, my name is Andrew Abraham. I've been a trend follower for the last 18 years now, and I wanted to discuss with an idea that always seems to come up, and it's about predicting, and it really boils down to, do you want to be right or do you want to be rich or compound your way to wealth through trend following? Everyone wants to have an opinion. Everyone wants to almost seem to be smart, and really that's not the way to trend follow. I mean, it's more than just trend following, because the reality is like this. It's very confusing out there. It's very hard to figure out how to make money or even how to protect money. The reality is, with the government interventions and the financial crisis that's happening in Europe and all this debt and the fear of rampant inflation with printing of money, people really don't know what to do. People ask me, should I buy gold, should I buy silver, or maybe they're in a bubble? How am I supposed to figure all this out? How do I make money? Well, the reality is, you can try to predict, which is redundant because really nobody knows the future, or you can try to trend follow. And really, and again, it boils down to this idea: is do you want to be right, or you want to try to make money and compound your way to wealth? Again, this is really not easy, and even when you're trend following, that a lot of your trades really don't work. But we have an edge when we trend follow. And really, when we trend follow, we know we don't know the future. We know that all we're doing is trying to take on low-risk bets, because the only thing that's certain is uncertainty. And the only thing that we control is our risk. We can control our risk per trade, our risk per sector, our open trade equity risk, our margin to equity, the markets that we choose. Those are all in our control. But what the actual markets do after that, no one knows. And it's a waste of time to try to figure it out, or even you can't figure it out, actually. The idea is like this. The problem is, people want to be smart, they want to be right, and they make these predictions. And then they get attached to these predictions about being right and being profitable. And when the trades go against them, then they run into problems because they don't actually follow a plan. And they end up losing much more money than they think that they ever should have. Actually, never even contemplated how much they should even risk on a trade. Because many times when people put on a trade, they believe it has to work because they've done, if it's fundamental research, or they never even thought that the trade can actually go wrong and lose money. Really, what I've learned over the years is, people always want to consider themselves a bull, a bear. I want to consider myself a trend follower or an opportunist. And when I'm an opportunist, the markets always give us opportunities. And what I believe is that gold can go to 2,000, gold can go to 200. The stock market can go to 20,000 or 2,000 on the Dow. No one knows. And when you're not confined by these delineations, you become an opportunist. You become a trend follower, that you make yourself available for opportunities. And there's always opportunities. Really, and the idea is like this. Making money is not an idea about being right or wrong. I know a lot of smart guys out there who can predict, but they don't make money. You can watch Bloomberg or CNBC, and many people I've seen actually go broke because they've been inflexible. They're basically too focused in the real goal. And our real goal is to, not just make money, but try to compound your way to wealth. And through trend following, I've personally been able to do that. But let me qualify something. Trend following is not easy. The reality is, many of these trades don't work. And you're going to go through drawdowns, and you're going to go through periods that nothing happens, or extended periods of drawdowns, you don't make any money. And unfortunately, most people quit at those times. And that's really why people don't compound money. There is no free lunch out there. Everything has its issues. But the reality is, when we're trend following, in my opinion, and what I've seen over the last 18 years, there's no other strategy that gives you the liquidity, the transparency, and the potential for profits. There's always going to be moves. You just never know in what markets or when. So what we try to do as trend followers, we try to make ourselves available, stay out of trouble, and we don't predict anything. We don't have to be right. We're humble. People that get stuck in this groove don't end up making money. And that's really our goal, is trying to make money over long periods of time and compound our way to wealth. Again, my name is Andrew Abraham. I am starting a course for mentoring, teaching trend following. It's not a get-rich-quick or retirement in the box. It's really a process, and it's not just the methodology. It's a robust, systematic idea that I use every single day in my own personal trading. But it's really how you think. And really, what does that mean a perfect example is like the turtle traders with Richard Dennis and Bill Eckhart. They trained 20 some odd turtles how to trade. And the reality is they all had different results. Some of them did much better, and some of them completely failed. And it wasn't that they learned anything different. They all learned exactly the same thing. The difference is, this is the key point, how they think. My goal is to give you a methodology that is simple, that is robust, that will work over time or has a propensity to work over time, and also how to instill in you the right way to think as a successful trend follower. Thank you. Again, my name is Andrew Abraham, and you can come to my site, myinvestorsplace.com. I'll be starting another website. It's called Trend Following Mentor, and my goal is to teach you how to trend follow. Thank you very much.